Hello guys, it's Letty. Sorry, I was finishing up a peppermint. Heading out. I wanted to do a really quick video. I'm looking at my time. Okay. A really quick video on this Usher controversy. If you guys haven't heard, Usher made a comment and he said basically that Nicki Minaj, I think he was implying that Nicki Minaj ripped off Lil Kim's style. Okay, now, I wouldn't agree with ripping her off or, you know, taking her everything, but there are similarities. I'll put it like that. It's not an insult. I don't know why the fans, and to my knowledge, Nicki Minaj and Lil Kim have not responded, as far as I know, unless something overnight, because I haven't seen anything. But these people driving, I swear, every time I start a video, guys, these some crazy drivers. So I have to take my attention off my video for a second. Anyway, I'm so glad they're gone, okay? You know, I'm gonna go my speed. I'm not gonna, no, you're not finna make me go any faster, so go around. But getting back to the video, as far as I know, they haven't responded. This is the fans getting all up in arms about the comment, okay? Now, no one is taking anything away from Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is a very talented young lady. She's very talented. And so is Lil Kim. But there are clearly similarities. We can't, there's nothing to even debate. If you pull up, and I know this is, you know, some of the younger generation is not that familiar with Lil Kim. Lil Kim really started, she started almost a new era of music. She, not necessarily music, but, you know, female rappers have not been that, I think, commercially as successful as the males. I mean, clearly, by far, the males have just been more successful, period. The only female rappers that I know of that back in that time were really hitting it, you know, really successful on a consistent basis is Salt-N-Pepa. But Salt-N-Pepa are not even considered, they're a group, first of all. They're not similar to Lil Kim. Lil Kim was a solo artist. And even though Salt-N-Pepa, those are my girls, they're not G-rated by any means. But they weren't as, you know, Lil Kim will go there. Like, she was really, you know, as far as the little bit more outlandish. Salt-N-Pepa was too. I mean, Salt-N-Pepa, they'll go there too, to a point. But it's a point. But Lil Kim just let it all hang out. Like, she's just very outspoken and very, you know, sexual and very direct with her lyrics. So, you know, the comparison is very clear. It's clearly a comparison. It's clearly something that they share in common. They share a lot of commonalities. The colored wigs, Lil Kim was doing that back in the 90s. The outfits, Lil Kim was doing that back in the 90s. I mean, if you go back, if anybody questions that, go back, pull up YouTube, type in Lil Kim. I'm telling you, you're gonna see that stuff. Now, is that taken away from, I think people got offended because they're saying that they felt like that was belittling Lil Kim. That's not taking away any of her talent. I mean, not Lil Kim, but belittling Nicki Minaj. That's not taking anything away from her. She's very talented. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you a couple of my favorite songs of hers that I love. And I do think she has her own style of music. Her music is very unique. Very unique. Moment for Life, I think I love that. I love that. I would say, and honestly, I'm from the generation that remembers Lil Kim. I would say, honestly, I'm more of a fan of Nicki Minaj than Lil Kim. I respect what Lil Kim did, but the songs that I like more of what Nicki Minaj has put out than Lil Kim. So, you know, guys, it's not an insult to be compared to a person that came before you. Lil Kim started the hardcore, you know, female rapper, and she was very successful category. She was very successful. Then, you know, Foxy Brown was out. Foxy Brown was in that category as well. She's very successful. I think a couple of songs of hers I like. If you go back, look up Foxy Brown. Lil Kim was just a little, she's just a little too much for me. You know, I listen to certain music, but Lil Kim is just too much. But then you had Trina. I think Trina was, you know, in that category. So a lot of people came up after Lil Kim, I believe. Now, if I'm wrong, guys, please correct me, because I'm not perfect. Trust me. I am all about, if I'm wrong about something, correct me. But I do believe Lil Kim was the first one, and then Foxy Brown and Trina. So people even came up in the 90s after Lil Kim. But I do believe Lil Kim was the first one I remember that had the success. There was probably a lot of female rappers, you know, back in that, and then before Lil Kim, you had MC Lyte. So it's like, you know, I mean, we can go on and on about it. It's inspiration. It's okay. Madonna, I feel like was inspired a lot by Madonna. Madonna was inspired a lot by Marilyn Monroe. If you look at some of her videos, I'm gonna give you a comparison. There's a movie that Marilyn Monroe, she performs in a pink dress. I think it's called Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, I think, where she does the whole big the number where she's Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. That's the song she's singing. She has the pink dress on. Madonna, in her video Material Girl, it's the same. She was inspired by that movie, and you know, that scene in that movie. So if you go and look at those two things, you will see inspiration. You see inspiration when it comes to Dorothy Dandridge, Halle Berry. Halle Berry even admits that she's inspired by Dorothy Dandridge. There's nothing wrong. These people knock the doors down for us to be able to do what we're doing. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not taking anything away from Halle Berry's talent. So it's like, I wish the fans would calm down. No one's saying that Nicki Minaj is not talented. Because if you ask me personally, I like more songs by Nicki Minaj than Lil Kim. It's another song, Starships or something. I love that. Nicki Minaj is very, very talented. Very talented young lady. And when I'm just to the fans of hers, we're not saying that she's not talented. Me comparing Halle Berry to Dorothy Dandridge is not taking away anything from these two wonderful, talented ladies, both Oscar-nominated ladies. Halle ended up winning the Oscar. That didn't take anything away from Dorothy Dandridge, but even Halle Berry says she's been inspired by Dorothy Dandridge. Dorothy Dandridge stayed in hotels that, you know, she didn't stay in a hotel. She wasn't able to stay. She had to perform in hotels. A lot of the artists back in the 50s and the 60s that paved the way for the artists that are in the game today, they could not even they could not stay in the hotels of which they were performing in. They knocked those doors down so that we, especially black artists, black actors and actresses and singers and rappers, they paved the way for us to be able to do what we're doing. There should be a respect for that. There's no respect. I don't see a lot of people respecting what older people have had to deal with, so to allow us to have the freedoms that we have today. And I'm not trying to get all preachy, but you know, that this is a bigger picture than what Usher said. These people, it's not an insult to be compared to somebody as, you know, Lil Kim. She took a lot of heat. She took a lot of backlash from, you know, her lyrics, and I mean, she caught hell sometimes Because it's like, well, why are you doing it? You're not inspiring the kids, and the kids listen to you. I mean, these people took heat. They're not saying that so much now. I mean, with all due fairness, with all due respect, you know. And it's like, even with voting, I don't think we should. I got people out now that's saying, well, I don't want to vote. I don't want to vote because there's no good candidates. I agree, because honestly, in November, I don't know who I'm voting for, because it's. I just don't have. I'm sorry, but there's nobody running that's. I was like, ooh, I want to vote for, you know. So it's gonna be interesting in November. But guys, don't take offense, because I'm gonna vote. It's not based on the candidate. I'm gonna vote because so many people died. Look at your history channels, guys. People died to have the right to vote. People suffered. People were not allowed to vote. People were not allowed to vote years ago. Okay? Understand that that is a privilege, and someone had to suffer to give us the right to vote. And I feel obligated to exercise that right because of what people have to suffer through to get that right for us. So anyway, guys, I don't want to I'm getting off into another thing, but that's all I had to say on that. Like, comment, subscribe, and to all my subscribers that's hanging in there, I'm gonna try to get more content out to you guys. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, and you have a wonderful, blessed day. Bye-bye.